I'm Jimmy Wedel. I farm in near Lubbock, Texas, and I am president of the Texas Organic Marketing Co-op. We have about 35 or 40 farmer members that grow probably 90% of the organic cotton in the U.S. So it's all marketed through us, and most of that is grown within a 100-mile radius of Lubbock, Texas, which is in the high plains of Texas. My personal farm is simply James Wedel Farms. I've been farming organically since 1993. I farm about 2,500 acres organic, 300 of which is in cotton, the rest in other crops: corn, cotton, wheat, and soybeans. We really need the brands to do the educating, because the consumer, they know a lot about organic food. They know very little about organic cotton, and when they go to a store to buy a garment, whatever it be, without choices there and without a little bit of education there, they probably don't really know what an organic shirt is or why they should buy one. So we rely a lot on the brands to tell that story. We've been involved in the Organic Trade Association for many years, and this year one of the members came up to me and said, we'd like to nominate you or your group for the Organic Farmer of the Year award. And of course, I didn't want to take that personally. I mean, although I have worked on this a lot, there's a lot of us that have worked over the past several years, getting to where we are in the organic industry. So we kind of opted to do that as a group, as a co-op, and then submitted our accomplishments over the last 23 years of what we've done in getting to that point. One of the reasons that I have to admit that I got into organic farming was because I was a conventional farmer, and prior to 1993, I could not survive conventionally because the prices weren't good enough. That did not offer a profit incentive that I could make any money, and that's when we began to look at the organic, because it does offer a little better price premium and you can make a profit. So over 23 or 4 years of producing cotton, corn, wheat, soybeans organically, yes, I've made a significantly more profit than what my conventional neighbors have, and that's a good thing. That has allowed me to pay my employees more than what my conventional neighbor does. We try to share that wealth somewhat. So it's been very beneficial, I think, all the members of our cooperative, although many of them do still have some conventional production as well. But organic production is where their better profits come from, and they're able to spread that around. As organic producers, we don't use any chemicals, but we do use technology. I mean, my tractors now have the GPS guidance system, and the employees that I have working for me today are much more highly technical than the ones when I first started in organic production. So technology it's at the organic level as well, just not with the chemicals and pesticides and herbicides, fertilizers. Prior to becoming an organic producer, I never knew I had a huge debt load. And I did not know whether I would be farming the next year, or the next year, because it was just nip and tuck each year whether I would have enough money to go to the bank and say, yeah, we can go a loan, we can do it another year, because almost every farmer has to borrow the money to farm on. They don't have enough money to farm whether being organic or conventional. You've got to borrow money. And prior to becoming organic, I did not have enough profits that I really knew from year to year if I would be a farmer or not. Matter of fact, I even looked at the possibility of doing other type of work in the agriculture industry because I didn't know if I could make it as a farmer. So then when I became organic, and this didn't happen overnight. I mean, I started this in 93. Probably didn't really get good markets for most of my crops until probably about 5 or 6 years later, when I finally got markets for the rotational crops of corn, cotton, soybeans, and wheat as well, that I could make my whole operation profitable enough that I know that I'm here today and I'll be here next year as well. Interesting thing about what I love about being an organic farmer is I have relationships with everybody I sell to, and it's a relationship that's close enough. I do not have a written contract with anyone that I sell to. It's all on a handshake. It's all on personal relationship. And even at our marketing co-op level, even though I guess as a producer I have a contract with my marketing co-op, but our marketing co-op, we don't have written contracts with anyone that we supply. It's all on a gentleman's agreement. It's a handshake. It's a partnership, and it's a respected partnership that we don't need the paperwork to say, yeah, I'm going to deliver you X number of bales, because we're going to deliver them all they want if we can. If we have a crop shortage, something like that we can't control, we try to let them know ahead of time, because it is a partnership. Well, I'm wearing 100% organic cotton. Unfortunately, the only thing that I'm wearing that actually has cotton in it that was grown on my farm or through our marketing co-op is my socks, because there's not a lot of selection out there. You really have to hunt to find organic clothing. Now, having said that, my pants and my shirt are grown by a company that we do sell to. It's not my cotton in them, because my cotton primarily goes to T-shirts with that particular company. And then my underwear, I had to order them online from a person that we've had a great relationship with. They're 100% U.S. made, but they're not made with U.S. cotton, only because the infrastructure in the U.S. for spinning has pretty much gone away. That textile industry has gone away, and it's very difficult to get products actually made in the USA from USA cotton. So many of our products, they're shipped to a foreign mill, made into whatever garment, and then shipped back.